Morning. It is, all seems to be moving the steering wheel. It is day 2. Put my windows up. I'm still in France, but I'm not far from the German border at Lauterbourg. So I'm going to shoot up there, get some tax. It's not far into Germany then, so the place I'm loading at. Go and get loaded. Go and have a shower somewhere. In fact, not somewhere, I know exactly where I'm going for a shower. And then start heading back to the UK and get quite a way up today as well, hopefully, as long as I get loaded handy enough. We'll see how we go. See the traffic on the other side here, that's queuing to get down towards Strasbourg, and it'll be like that from the other side, coming up from the Swiss side. My intention was to get past Strasbourg last night, which I just managed to do, because of finishing late and starting sort of relatively late would have put me driving through Strasbourg at rush hour. So I thought if I get past Strasbourg, then it doesn't really make any difference what time I start in the morning, because I'll be past all the traffic. So that's what I managed to do last night. Just managed to do it in 10 hours driving, about 9 hours 54 minutes driving. I'm just following up here now. It's a relatively small border that I'm using at Lauterbourg. Just following the signs for Ludwigshafen and be stopping on the border to do my German tax. This is the German border. The yellow sign on the right there that said Péage, toll or LKW maut is for the German tax. It's just telling you to come off here and park and go and do your tax if you haven't got a machine, which I haven't. So I'm going here and park up with these lot. I'm not actually certain where the tax machine is on this border. I've only ever been through here when I've had a tax machine in the truck, which means you don't have to stop at all. But it'd be easy enough to find, sort myself out pretty quickly. In fact, I've just seen it. It's in a little kiosk outside the building. So I'll go and get myself sorted. It'll only take 2 minutes. Okay, I know you can't see the screen very well, but this is how you do it. Book. Book. There you go. Continue. Some of the screens are knackered on these. GB. It's the nationality of the truck. Okay, I can't see the screen very well, to be fair. Okay, Euro emissions, Euro 5, axles 4 or more. Time you want your tax to start from, which is now. Okay, and where you want it to start from. Usually, you get the list of options here. I don't know if you can see that. And the option at the top is usually where you are. The tax machine, which is Lauterbourg, Bundesgrenze, which means Lauterbourg, German border. My target junction, it's always done by name, and as soon as you start typing it in you get the list of options, and that's the option I want, Ludwigshafen Stadt. Okay, and then it will show you the route it's got for you, which is there, which I know is right on this one. You can change the route if you want to. There's the, yeah, hello, there's all your details. There's the amount it's going to cost you. Press OK, options, and then I'm actually fibbing because I've already done it. But that's where it says Bitte Karte einstecken, it means put your card in there. You put your card in there. That'll tell you to take your card out. You take your card out. It'll ask for your PIN number. So you put your PIN number in. Just let me no, give me a minute. And then it will take the payments off your card. And we'll give you 2 tickets. If I can find them in my pocket, there you go, your 2 tickets. Like that. Obviously with look like that. That one's got your route on it, how far it is, all your details. The time your tax starts, which is 8:20, and the time it expires, which is 11:20. So if I'm not there by 11:20, I've got to redo my tax from wherever I am at the time. It's all pretty straightforward stuff, really. I just bought this. There you go, easy peasy. Right, I'm just back in the truck now after getting my tax. So it's not easy trying to do your tax and juggle all your cards and put all your details in, but I hope you got the gist of it there. I've just watched it back, that little clip, and it sort of makes sense to me, so I hope it makes sense to you. Again, it's something, German tax is something that people bang on about as it being a pain, and it can be a pain, but it's not the tax itself, it's just finding the machines when you need to go on the motorway. You cannot do German tax in retrospect. You have got to have your tax before you go on the motorway. No exceptions, no excuses. If you even do a junction without tax and you get stopped, they'll fine you. It's they're really strict on it. So anyway, that's mine sorted. So yeah, I should be up at this place in about an hour. Yeah, rush hour's sort of over now, so yeah, I should be up there in about an hour, something like that. So I'll start making my way up there now. Right, I'm at my collection point. I'm on a bait, I'm being loaded. I sat outside for 2 hours, but they've just let me in and started putting the pallets on. So whoever tells you the Germans are efficient, to me, they've never been to Germany. The Germans do rules and regulations all day. They love rules and regulations. Efficiency, I don't know where that idea comes from, because I've done a hell of a lot of Germany and I've never found them to be efficient. I've always found them to be hard work and hopeless. But anyway, they've eventually got me in here and get me loaded. Should be able to do a fair bit of driving today as well. But I need to come out of here, redo my tax out to the border. I know a petrol station just down the road here that you can do tax at as well. So nip in there, do my tax, out to Grundstadt, and get a shower at Grundstadt, which is quite possibly the best Autohof in Germany, and that's saying something. The food at Grundstadt is out of this world. The showers are fantastic as well, but the parking's not brilliant because it's all on a slope. But yeah, the truck stop itself is brilliant. So anyway, I'm going to nip in there, which is only just up the motorway from here, get myself a shower and get myself a big coffee, and start making my way out towards the border. I want to show you the route I've taken up from Italy as well, through Switzerland and up into Germany. I'll do all that later on, and the route I'm going to take out of Germany as well, because typically for me there's a route that most people use out through Pearl. That ain't the way I go. I always go out through Trier. It's slightly longer, but I just prefer it. I think it's more scenic. I think that Pearl route is boring. So yeah, that's the way I'm going to go, and as soon as I get loaded here, I'm going to crack on. See, something I don't do very often, so I thought I'd give it a go here. Is pictures, well, footage I should say. I've had pictures of the outside of the truck, I've got hundreds, but videos of the outside of the truck, I don't do much of it. So I thought I'd get it on the banks of the Rhine. Big barge going past, loads of them in Germany, loads of them. They have a massive river network in Germany, and they transport a hell of a lot of stuff like that. They also, thankfully, transport a hell of a lot of stuff like this. Give me tanks and my wheels a quick once over when I was in there. On my wheels, get asked this. On my wheels, I only use soapy water in a trigger spray, like a garden spray. I don't use anything special, don't use any chemical. A tiny little bit of washing up liquid, or like wash and wax stuff, but only a tiny drop, but it's mainly water. And just spray it on, wipe it over with a cloth, and then wipe it over again with a clean cloth, like to buff it up. They've not come up brilliant because they haven't done a brilliant job of them, but really common mess is in the holes here. In fact, the most common mess is behind. I do that as well. But you see Durabrites with that section of them all burnt and pitted. That's because the brake dust comes out of here at really high temperature. You imagine how hot the brakes get just in normal use, and it comes out of here and it sticks to there, and it burns its way into the Durabrite coating eventually, and that's where you get all black and pitted around there and in the holes there. And then eventually, because of the heat, this section of the wheel goes bronze, and then once it's gone, pretty much you can't get it back. People will tell you all sorts of remedies for doing them and polishing them with peak and stuff like that. Don't go near them with any sort of abrasive polish, you will ruin them. I had a fella on the group on Facebook, in fact it was a conversation I read, but he was telling somebody else to go at him with a Brillo pad, and like, oh God, that's the worst thing you can do with your Durabrites. You will absolutely ruin them. It's thousands of pounds worth of wheel here. All I do with them every day, whether it's raining, snowing, nice sunshine like this, doesn't matter. Every day I do them. If it's bad, I'll do them 2 or 3 times a day just to get the brake dust off them. And then, to me, that's the best way. Prevention is better than the cure as far as Durabrites go, because like I say, once they've gone, you will never get them back. Just quickly about my diesel tanks as well, because I've washed them. That's just washed. I haven't polished that since Friday night I did them. And they're SB component tanks as well. They're quite a low grade aluminium. They're really, really difficult to get up. A manufacturer's tank would come up better than that, but that's come up alright. I actually had a discussion with a fella in Italy the other day who was convinced they were made out of stainless steel, which absolutely made my day. I was so pleased. The way I do those is with just a good quality, low abrasive metal polish. I'm not going to name names. And all I do is use 3 cloths. I've been inducted recently into the 3 cloth system by another driver. I'm not going to name check him unless he tells me, after he's watched this video, because I know he watches them, unless he tells me he doesn't mind, then I will name check him in the next one. But I've been inducted into the 3 cloth system, which is a cloth on, put your polish on, only ever polish in straight lines. Never, ever, ever do that. You will see it for weeks and weeks and weeks it'll take to polish out if you polish like that. So polish in straight lines, up and down with the grain of the metal. 1 cloth on, let it dry, use a cloth to take it off, and then use a clean, really, really clean microfiber cloth to go over it again and buff it. And once you've done them, once you've got them like this, you should even get to the stage where you should put polish on and your polish won't even turn black. Because obviously when you put in metal polish on, it turns black, and then you let it dry and wipe it off. When I polish these, the polish doesn't turn black. It just stays like a creamy white colour. So yeah, and that's how I do my tanks. Just coming into Grundstadt Autohof now. Good thing about this place as well is they have dedicated fridge parking area. So if you do come here to park at night, they will put you in a fridge space. In fact, there you go, I'll try and get that sign in there. the sign on the lamppost there, no cooler, it's only frigo. It's parking for fridges only, so you can park here with your fridge running, no problem at all. I find myself a spot in here and get myself in and have a shower.